So this is the light welterweight final on the way into the ring, now representing Ireland, Amy Broadhurst, who beat Parveen of India in her quarterfinal European Junior Champion, European Youth Champion. Won the European Under-22s a couple of times, has been to a couple of World Championships, and got to the quarterfinals. So this is a real breakthrough for her. Her compatriot Lisa O'Rourke follows in the next final we've got. So this is a big half an hour for the Irish team. Applause and applause. And this is Zeman Khalif. Applause beat Chelsea Heinen of the Netherlands by unanimous decision. Applause in her semi-final. And by getting to the semi-finals, won Algeria's first ever medal. In this competition, we've had a few firsts here. Mozambique did the same. Uzbekistan done the same place, first of the stranger at the end of February. There was a good performance boxed in Tokyo of the Olympic Games, getting to the quarterfinals, an all-Africa gold medalist. She's been to a couple of world championships as well, but never got this far, so this is huge for both of these two. I know how much hard work it takes to get to this point. And nobody is happy with silver when it comes to this. Nobody. Khalifa, you can see, has got a lot of height to it, uses it well for the most part. Broadhurst. She looks to try and get onto the inside, move that head on the way in. And look for that left hand in particular.
That's Broadhurst there. Katie Taylor won 5 world titles for Ireland. Kelly Harrington has won 1 off the top of my head. I don't think any other Irish female fighter has apologies, if I'm mistaken about that. So Ireland could potentially, if I am right about that, double their amount of women's world champions in the space of half an hour. Jennifer Huggins, our referee from Canada, but Khalif will have a lot to say about that. Applause. So, Ireland in the red, Algeria in the blue, 3 3-minute rounds. Here we go. Khalif does tend to just wave that lead hand a little bit. Serves as a distraction at times. Broadhurst closed the distance down. Well, there took her feet in with her. Went for the 1-2. I think it really landed clean, but she really covered the ground quick. Jab to the body there from Broadcast. Nice jab to the head from Khalif. He's got those long kind of telescopic arms.
There's 1-1. Off the top of my head, I don't think any other Irish female fighter has. Apologies if I'm mistaken about that. So Ireland could potentially, if I am right about that, double their amount of women's world champions in the space of half an hour. Jennifer Huggins, our referee from Canada, but Khalif will have a lot to say about that. So Ireland in the red, Algeria in the blue, 3 3-minute rounds. Here we go. Khalif does tend to just wave that lead hand a little bit. Serves as a distraction at times. Broadhurst closed the distance down well there. Took her feet in with her. Went for the 1-2. Don't think it really landed clean, but she really covered the ground quick. Jab to the body there from Broadhurst. Nice jab to the head from Khalif, who's got those long kind of telescopic arms. Then again, caught with the jab. Broadhurst has got to find a way to slip that. Just slightly short there, Broadhurst, as she looked to let her hands go. Khalif just taking those feet out towards the ropes. Looks for the jab. Broadhurst managed to avoid that one. Broadhurst just closing in. A left hand got through there, I think. Then a right hand too. But that's some good body work there from Khalif. Just dipped her knees, dropped that height. Jabs the body again there for Broadhurst. That's a decent shot for her because that body is on display for Khalif. She holds those hands quite wide, those elbows well away from the ribcage for the most part. Looking to counter with a left hand there, Broadhurst, but just came over the top of that front foot a bit. Just past the midway stage in round 1. Not much in this, not much at all. Khalif looking for the jab. Broadhurst coming forward, letting her hands go there. Jab caught on the gloves there by Broadhurst. Just dipping in and out with that front foot. Little bit of a feint, seeing if she can draw something from Khalif, who comes forward in quite a clumsy fashion there. You don't see that from her very often. Broadhurst may be a bit surprised by that. Didn't manage to catch her on the way in. Broadhurst with a left hand to the body there. Khalif trying to find that right hand back. He's landed some decent jabs, Khalif. Maybe had the better of the first half of the round, but Broadhurst is having the better of the second half. That was a good-looking left hand there from the Irish fighter. And then has the final say in the argument there too, just a cheeky little left on the inside. Final few seconds, that's 20. Not loads in this, but I think Broadhurst's second half to the round has been stronger than Khalif's first half. Combination again there from the fighter in red. Difficult to see at times how much of these are landing clean, but the bell goes at the end of the first, and I would go red corner there myself. Khalif did some good work with the jab in the first half of the round, but second half of the round, Broadhurst just standing right on the borderline, was tempting Khalif in. And then when Khalif let her hands go, she was backing her own hand speed. And she caught her a good few times. Well, split scoring, and 3 judges do go in favour of Broadhurst there. And as I've said over the last couple of days, when you get a split round like that, if you come out on the right side of it with 3 out of the 5 judges, that can be really important down the stretch. There wasn't a lot in it. As I said, Khalif did land some decent stuff, mainly in the first 90 seconds. Nothing particularly heavy, but it's all about landing scoring punches. A scoring punch has to be delivered with a knuckle part of the glove to the front or side of the head or the torso. That's what the ringside judges are looking for. Nice tight guard there from Broadhurst, who again is just right on the borderline there. Khalif just stepped in and rattled a couple off to the body. Broadhurst comes back with a left. She's getting tighter, if anything, here, the Irish fighter. Khalif sets her feet and looks for the body. Right hand up top there from Broadhurst. Right to the body from Khalif. I think Khalif has been helped out a little bit here by the fact that Broadhurst is just that little bit closer than she was in the first round. That's the kind of distance we saw her at in the first round, which is just a bit further out than she had been the first 30, 40 seconds of this second round, which allowed Khalif to work that body a little bit. Broadhurst with a good left hand there. Right hand, I think, got through from the Irish fighter. And again there, and Khalif goes to the body once more, but gets caught with the right. And this is looking a little bit similar to the first round so far, in that Khalif certainly had the better of the first minute or so. Mainly due to that body work, but Broadhurst just looking like she might be able to come on strong in the second half of the round. Khalif just trying to aim that right hand. And there's a combination from Broadhurst off the back of a left to the body. Goes up top with a 1-2. Over a minute remaining in the round. Again, just dipping in with that front foot. And the body's not available to Khalif, because, as I say, Broadhurst, who was maybe a bit too up close and personal in that opening minute, has just pulled herself back those few inches. Good combination again from Broadhurst, and again there on the inside. Little poke to the chest with the jab. Got that tight guard. Tucking up well. There's another jab to the body, left up top. I think towards the final 30 seconds of the round. And this is very similar to the opening round for me. Broadhurst is putting a stamp on everything in the second half here. And again there with the right hand followed by the left. I think this is maybe a bit clearer than the first. There's that left into the body, followed by the hook. Combination there from Khalif, but they're on the gloves, and Broadhurst comes back with a couple of clean shots. A 3-2 split to the red corner at the end of round 1. I would go red corner again there. I thought that was a clear round win. Clear round win. Mainly due to the work she did in the second half of the round. Khalif just wilting a little bit. And she gets it across the board there. 10-8 actually there from the Netherlands and from the USA. So Broadhurst is in good shape here. Very good shape, because she's got a 20-17 lead with 2 judges. A 20-18 lead with another one, and 2 cards of 19-19. So unless Khalif can do something huge in this final round, then it's going to be Broadhurst who's in very good shape to take that gold medal, because Khalif needs to get some 10-8s in this final round. She needs to win those 2 drawn cards and needs to turn around one of those 20 18s. It's a big ask, Khalif there, looking for that 1-2, but she's had very little success punching to the head, Khalif. That guard of Broadhurst has been in place, and she's being aggressive at the start of the 3rd round here, the Irish fighter. Good left on the inside. You could see that just clipped the chin there of Khalif. Hasn't really managed to use that height particularly. Threw that jab quite effectively, actually, in the first half of the 1st round, but we haven't really seen it since then. She's completely neglected it. And again, Broadhurst almost just walking in behind that guard, backing herself, that when she gets into range, she'll find the shots, and she does again there. Nice straight left hand just goes through the guard. There's that crunching left, and she's landing that pretty much every time she throws it. It's amazing how often the southpaw left hand, their backhand, lands on an orthodox fighter. Without it seeming to do anything particularly special, it seems to bewitch opponents at times. It's the angle it comes in on, but she's used it to really good effect. And heading towards the final minute, the Algerian flag flying over the far side, but it's the Irish team who are going to be celebrating at the end of this. Into the final minute. And they're frustrated in that Algerian corner. They've been cutting a little bit of a frustrated appearance the last couple of rounds. There's plenty of advice coming in, but Khalif hasn't been able to put it into practice, whatever it is that they're saying to her. Not for lack of trying. Right hand there as she just pulled her weight onto the back foot. The Broadhurst has been right on her with that front foot, putting her under a lot of pressure. Not because she's been all over her, throwing bundles of punches. There are different ways to pressure your opponent. One is to let your hands go relentlessly, but that front foot pressure is almost more effective, because they know that you are capable of reaching them. They know that you are on them. And it's that kind of latent threat almost. Even when you don't throw, they're expecting you to. It burns that nervous energy, and that's a good performance from Broadhurst. She's won that final round comfortably. I've given her all 3 rounds myself. It was split scoring in the first, but comfortably her round in the second, and comfortably her round in the third. So this is going to be a gold medal for Ireland. So as we expected, Broadhurst announced as the winner there, and a pretty clear and comfortable winner. The first round was the tightest. After that, rounds 2 and 3 were clear wins. And the Irish team all in attendance here to watch her, and then Lisa O'Rourke, who's coming up next. And that's wide for USA there. Look at that, 10-8s in the final round. Split scoring in that final round. One judge going for Khalif, but it didn't make any difference. So 2 judges scored it 3 rounds to 0, which is how I had it. And 3 judges scored it 2 rounds to 1. So Ireland on the scoreboard. And they'll get the chance, as I've been saying, to win another one in the next few minutes. Skye Nicholson, fledgling professional, 3-0 I think she is now. She's one of the medal presentation teams for the next couple of ceremonies. Good amateur, Commonwealth Games gold medalist in 2018. Just short in the World Championships, got to a quarter-final once, if memory serves. Quarter-final of the Olympics against Karis Artingstall. Didn't manage to get into the medals. Broadhurst had a plan there and executed it really well. A gold medal and 100,000 US dollars. So here come our light welters. In the middle of the podium there will be Amy Broadhurst of Ireland. On her right-hand side, our left as we look at it, draped in the Algerian flag there is Imane Khalif. And on the right-hand side we'll have our two bronze medalists, Parveen of India and Chelsea Heinen of the Netherlands. That's Heinen in the orange. Did you see just how tall Khalif is there? Towering over the other three. Chelsea Heinen, who lost out to Khalif in the semi-finals. Parveen of India, who came second best to our gold medalist Amy Broadhurst in her semi. Well, Khalif has earned Algeria's first ever medal at this tournament over the course of the last 2 weeks, so she should be extremely proud of herself, and the silver medal going around her neck there. Boxed at the Olympic Games last year, an All-Africa gold medalist, has been to this competition twice before, but not got onto the podium. And is having a good year. Won the Nation Women's Cup in Serbia, the Stranja as well. And our gold medalist Amy Broadhurst of Ireland, European Junior Champion, European Youth Champion, two-time European Under-22 Champion, two-time quarter-finalist at this World Seniors, and now she's gone considerably better than that. We'll be hearing that again fairly shortly. But before we get our final two medal ceremonies, we've got our final fight of the first day of the finals, which will be coming up after these photos have been taken. And it is coming in the light heavyweight division. And it will be between Olivia Toborek of Poland and Gabriele Stonkuta of Lithuania. And I think it's going to be a good way to finish. Just a couple more team members being waved into the photo there, I think. As I mentioned earlier on, Katie Taylor won 5 of those. Kelly Harrington's won 1. I don't think any other Irish female fighters have. So the fact that they picked up 2 more gold medals today, in the space of half an hour, they've doubled that amount of female world champions